You jolt awake, face pressed against cold, cheap office carpeting, a faint metallic taste of sleep and stale coffee lingering in your mouth. A dead cockroach, flattened by some past late-night document sprint, stares accusingly from under your perpetually tired eye. Your expensive, tailored suit, bought with dreams of justice and fat paychecks, is now a crumpled testament to another 18-hour day ending under your desk. The only sound is the hum of ancient servers and the rhythmic thump-thump-thump of your rapidly failing idealism. Your alarm, a forgotten relic, blares from your wrist, reminding you it's 4:30 a.m., time for another round. Remember law school? The endless cases, the Socratic method, the promise of a life dedicated to intellectual rigor and societal impact? Forget it. Now your intellectual rigor is applied to finding a typo in a 300-page brief, or fetching oat milk lattes for partners who communicate exclusively through grunts. Your societal impact is measured by how many staples you can fit into a document without jamming the machine. You wear the suit, yes, but it feels less like armor and more like a straitjacket, binding you to a desk from which you might never truly escape. Your day doesn't have hours, it has billable units. Each 6 minutes is a tiny monetary brick in the wall of your eventual burnout. You start before the sun dares to peak and leave long after the moon has tired of watching you. Lunch? A forgotten myth. Dinner? Whatever greasy, lukewarm takeout you can shovel down between reviewing corporate contracts that read like instruction manuals for the apocalypse. Your average weekly work hours exceed the legal maximum for a coal miner in the 19th century, yet you still feel perpetually behind. Your body, once fueled by youthful ambition, now runs purely on caffeine, anxiety, and the faint, lingering scent of injustice. Your senior partners, the titans of industry you once admired, now seem less like wise guides and more like ancient carnivorous gargoyles perched atop a mountain of legal precedent. Their mentorship consists of yelling at you for minor formatting errors, assigning impossible deadlines, and treating you like an interchangeable cog in their vast, profitable machine. You are a disposable resource, a living, breathing, sleep-deprived, billable hour accumulator. Their praise is rarer than a unicorn sighting, and when it comes, it's usually just a command to do it faster next time. The stress is a constant companion, a shadow that follows you into the brief moments of sleep you manage to snatch. Your heart thumps like a drum solo during an all-nighter. Your stomach churns with a perpetual acid reflux, a physical manifestation of the indigestible workload. Anxiety is your morning coffee, depression your evening nightcap. Suicide rates among lawyers are alarmingly high, a statistic you try not to dwell on as you stare at the flickering fluorescent lights at 3 a.m. Your life expectancy for happiness just plummeted the moment you signed your law school loan agreement. Your office, a tiny cell with a window overlooking another tiny cell, is a monument to paper. Stacks of documents tower over you, threatening to collapse and bury you in legalese. You read, you highlight, you cross-reference, you draft, you redraft, you proofread, then you do it all again. It's an endless ocean of words, where meaning is often obscured by jargon and precedents are more important than common sense. Your vision blurs from screen fatigue, your fingers cramp, and you occasionally wonder if anyone anywhere actually reads all this. Probably not. But you have to. You went into law to defend the innocent, to fight for what's right. Now you're defending billionaires accused of egregious corporate malfeasance, negotiating contracts that will exploit the vulnerable, or finding loopholes for a serial tax evader. Your moral compass spins wildly, trying to reconcile your ideals with your billable hours. You learn to speak in carefully worded ambiguities, to craft narratives that obscure rather than reveal. You're paid handsomely to look the other way, to make the bad look good, or at least look legal. It's a skill you never thought you'd master. Remember friends, hobbies, dates? They exist only in blurry photos on your phone, artifacts from a previous life. Your social circle has shrunk to your fellow junior lawyers, equally sleep-deprived and cynical, whose conversations revolve around billable hours and the latest partner meltdown. Your relationship with your pillow is the most stable one you have. The only social events you attend are firm functions where you network with other stressed-out professionals, exchanging business cards like tiny, desperate cries for help. That six-figure salary, It's a mirage. Most of it disappears into the gaping maw of your law school debt. You're effectively an indentured servant to your student loans, working grueling hours just to stay afloat. The interest accrues faster than your meager attempts at a social life. You wanted freedom, financial independence. Instead, you're chained to a desk, earning just enough to perpetuate the cycle, dreaming of the day you'll actually own your life, not just rent it from Sally Mae. Your only comfort is knowing thousands of others are in the same boat, all paddling furiously with their fancy pens. This is where the title hits hardest. Every compromise, every ethically grey argument, every moment you prioritize profit over principle, another tiny piece of your soul is chipped away. You start out idealistic, wanting to make a difference. You end up pragmatic, wanting to make partner. The lines blur, the moral colors fade to grey, and you realize the expensive suit isn't just a metaphor for success. It's the uniform of your self-inflicted spiritual lobotomy. You've traded your conscience for a corner office, or at least the chance of one. So you spent years and hundreds of thousands of dollars to become a high-paid paper pusher, a legal technician, a professional rationalizer of corporate greed. You barely sleep. You never see your friends, and your diet consists of whatever caffeine-laced product can keep you upright. But hey, at least you have that incredibly expensive suit. And a prestigious job title that impresses people who don't know what it actually entails. You sold your soul, sure, but the market value was surprisingly good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go write a memo arguing why a puddle on the sidewalk is not actually a puddle, but an intentional act of liquid aggression. Just another Tuesday.